1/3 of the way through the month of October. It is a beautiful night for football. Welcome everyone to the award-winning Cool FM Sports as we bring you the 2-2 ALA Guardians taking on the 0-4 Paradise Valley Christian Preparatory Academy. ALA ended up winning the toss, decided to defer to the second half. They will kick off as we start this game, brought to you by our amazing sponsors. You can see them all in the post description below. Thank you to each and every one of them. We'll talk about them over the course of each half, and we're grateful for all of them. And if you would like to learn more about sponsoring any of these sporting activities on the Cool F Empire, then you need to send a DM to Todd Ryan, and he will take care of the rest. You can be a part of this. 81 degrees at kickoff. It's Jeff Davenport and John Berger as the kick is kind of a pooch to the middle of the field, and they down it right at the 34-yard line, and that is where the 0-4 Paradise Valley Christian Prep team will take the field. Obviously at 0-4, it's a tough season for them, and now it'll be about the ALA being able to try to get over 500, John.
Yep. So tonight we're looking at, ALA has had a really good season so far for a first time playing football. They've been incredible, honestly. So I'm expecting I think they're going to win this game.
Well, let's see what the defense does on the opening drive of Paradise Valley. Takes the snap under center, hands off to his running back. A great hole, a gain of about 11 yards by number 7. Of Paradise Valley. Hey, so if you're watching us from the Valley, be sure to tag your friends and let them know that this is where they can watch this game here live from Keith Hampton Memorial Field in Sierra Vista, Arizona on a beautiful Thursday night. There is Thursday night football going on certain channels, but this is the only channel that matters, John.
This is the important game.
Who cares about the 49ers and the Seahawks? I'm sorry, I can't even say their name. Seahawks? No, I can't do it. It's just not coming out of me. So,
or it is in a bad way.
Exactly. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line as Paradise Valley take the snap under center. Again, a handoff to the running back.
Wow.
Huge hole. He cuts to his right, and a gain of about 14 yards, moves the sticks again. 2 runs, 2 huge first downs for the Paradise Valley team. Again, when you're 0-4, there is something to be said about you have nothing to lose.
Right.
So you can go all out on every single play. And we've seen what this ALA defense is able to do. They make adjustments usually after that first series. So this first series, there's going to be some adjustments being made by head coach John Krause. We know that for sure. Quarterback again under center.
Yeah, their base formation is pretty interesting.
Another handoff to the left-hand side. This time gets stuffed.
Wow.
Huge stop. I believe that was number 8, Jaden Davis, on the stop there. Great job by the near side corner coming up and making that tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Paradise Valley. As the cheerleaders are here, getting the crowd riled up. It is fall break, so a little bit lighter crowd than what would normally be here. Some parents and kids probably on vacation as well, and that's something to take into consideration when watching this game. Looks like timeout is called by Paradise Valley, and we will take timeout to say thank you to our sponsors. Thank you so much. Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, open in Bisbee, in Douglas, in Hereford, seeing patients of all ages at 520-432-6435. Thank you also to SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. SSVEC was the sponsor of the Buena football pregame. We went out to Buena High School today, Todd and I, to go talk to head coach Joe Thomas about this bye week. They actually have a bye week this week, so it's kind of cool to get them on a bye week after getting a huge win, 66-42 over Casa Grande this past week. So great to talk to him, and you can see that video on Cool FM. Just go to the main page, scroll down a couple of videos. I'm sure there's been like 7 videos since that one, just about 3 hours ago. Hopefully not too many, but you can scroll down and see that, and we get to talk to some of the players of the week that were selected.
Interview. It looked great.
I appreciate that. 2nd and 8 is where we pick it back up. Paradise Valley on a good drive thus far. Inside ALA territory, a handoff. And that was a fantastic tackle, just hanging on for dear life. Again, number 8, Jaden Davis. He is hanging on. You got to let those corn-fed colossuses make sure you hit them low and just grab a leg and bring them on down. That's the best way to do it. Don't hit them high. Yeah. Absolutely.
That running back is a big kid for any size, I guess. He's low to the ground, but he's thick. Number 27.
Oh, big boy for sure, but the bigger they are, the harder they fall. It'll be the first third down that Paradise Valley has seen on this drive. We are in the first quarter, 0-0 game. Thanks so much for joining us. Leave some love in the live chat, and let there be lights. Now we got some light on the field. There we go. Thanks, Jared. Under center, the quarterback goes back to pass, is getting rushed out of the pocket to his right, rolling even further. How did he get around the defense? Wow. I don't even know how that happened, but he did, and takes it all the way down to the 2-yard line. Maybe inside the 5. I can't tell from this angle because it's on the far side of the field. Maybe right at the 5. My goodness. I don't know how he squeezed through there.
I know it looked like he was out of bounds, honestly, but the sidelines are a little bit odd. When it comes to 8-man football, it's 10 yards slimmer.
Right. 40 yards across, 5 yards on each side, which is why you see it looks like the players and the coach are standing on the field. That's not. That is the sideline. And one player comes out for ALA. And it is first and goal for Paradise Valley, the 0-4 team, coming into this game with nothing to lose. And they're putting it all on the line here on their opening drive of this game. Again, the quarterback working under center, something we don't see enough of in the high school game. Hands it off, and the running back gets stuffed, but keeps the legs driving. Somehow the ball hits the ground, but he picks it back up.
The ball looked like it had come out, but
was he already down, or he picked it back up anyway, from what we could tell.
Yeah, he got it.
So he did get it back. It'll be second and goal. They're going to spot it. Looks like at the 3-yard line.
All is not lost when you're playing goal line defense.
Never, especially in a case like that where you see a ball on the ground. That was the difference in the Buena Casa Grande game. Coach Joe Thomas talked about that today, saying that the difference in a 66-42 game, you hear that, you think it's completely lopsided. No, there were 3 crucial turnovers that Buena ended up getting that they scored on. And if they did not, it would have been 42-42. So who knows what would have happened at that point. Could have been a coin flip. Second and goal for Paradise Valley. Inside the 5-yard line. They hand off again, trying to cut back and getting tackled from behind.
They got him.
Goal line defense holds for third down. They spot it, I want to say, at the 1 or 2-yard line. It is super close.
If that had been a dive, I think that would have scored. But being that he did kind of that counter move, that kind of horizontal then forward move, I think it took a little bit of time for him to get up there.
I'm wondering where the blocks are that aren't on the goal line, that were in the huge holes that the running backs were running through for gains of 11 yards and 14 yards on the first 2 runs.
Yeah, you wonder what kind of defense that was.
Exactly, but that's the adjustments that ALA is able to make on the fly. And they're going to have to hold here on third down, third and goal. Boy, what a great position this is for the defense if they can actually hold them. This is 4-down territory. The quarterback hands off to the running back, races around the side, into the end zone for 6 on that third and goal. It is 6-0 Paradise Valley.
So I noticed something. Their center is also their running back. Number 27 is also their center.
That's the variations that you can see in 8-man football, where you can actually have... You can play multiple positions on the offense, multiple positions on the defense, and be a great utility player. And obviously number 27 is in that way. So they're going to go for 2. They've spotted the ball. They're talking about it. The quarterback is running in the play, or one of the players is running in the play from the sideline of Paradise Valley here on Keith Hampton Memorial Field under the Thursday night lights.
Having a short quarterback, kind of like the way they do, that squats way down behind the center, they get. I could never tell where the ball was when they're handing it off with the short quarterback.
So the quarterback, hands off to the wide receiver who was in motion, shrugs off a tackle, and earns his way into the end zone. Out of the great tackles that Jaden Davis made over the course of this drive. Was not able to make that crucial one, and that will make it 8-0 Paradise Valley here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field in Sierra Vista. This game brought to you by our fantastic sponsors, Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, proud to sponsor our local youth sports coverage. Stop on by Sonic every Wednesday for Wacky Pack Wednesday. Kids' meals are only $2.49 with no limit. So if you feel like a kid and you want to eat like a grown adult for just $2.49 a meal, you can knock those out at Sonic in Sierra Vista on the east side of Fry Boulevard every single Wednesday night. Thank you also, Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, the #1 choice for pest control in Cochise County, veteran-owned and operated. As always, whether it's for all of your residential needs or commercial needs, your satisfaction is always guaranteed. Find All Pro Pest Management on Facebook. And thank you to the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, your hometown realtors. Considering buying or selling your home or land, check out your real estate expert, Sherry Ethell, and her team at Long Realty. All the information is in the post description, as well as the list of all of our sponsors. We thank each and every one of them for being a part of this coverage. They kick off, does Paradise Valley, with an 8-0 lead here in the first quarter. The ball was picked up at about the 21, spinning, still on his feet.
Wow.
Deontay Echtenaw
Very
not
nice.
going down without a fight, and puts ALA in excellent starting position on their opening drive here in this first quarter. Looks like Tim Lee, #1, will most likely be under center as the ball is spotted at the 43-yard line.
All right. So something else I was going to say was, like Breen last year played with 3 quarterbacks. So
True.
like you were saying how all the players
Versatility.
played. Yeah. So a lot of these players play in every position.
And again, when you don't have a lot of subs or a lot of extra players, then you definitely have to learn them all. Hand off to the tailback.
Nice.
Michael
Look at him go.
Trujillo pushes forward. A huge 13-yard gain on the first run of this game for ALA. It is a big first down, and they are into Paradise Valley territory. Paradise Valley wearing their white shirts, the navy blue, or I guess, kind of dark blue pants with the white hats, white helmets, and of course our ALA wearing the blue jerseys, red numbers, and silver helmets this evening. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line of Paradise Valley from the shotgun, flanked by 2 running backs. Takes it to the left side, and nowhere to go for Michael Trujillo that time. He gets tackled for a big 5-yard loss. It will be 2nd down and 15 for the Guardians of American Leadership Academy. Boy, going out to that school that we got to go when we did the interview. We did the Coach's Corner with head coach John Krause just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Talking to him, what an experience that he has had just in life in general. And obviously a guy who is passionate about the game of football, who has played at one of the highest levels, Division I, for Ohio University. Goodness gracious. And got recruited by Harvard.
I know.
Ivy League schools. So high snap goes directly off the fingertips of the quarterback to the tailback, who gets tackled again for another loss. It will be 3rd and 14 as they were inside Paradise Valley territory. Now these tackles for losses put them back in their own territory here in the first quarter as they are down 8-0. Thank you so much for watching this coverage here on Cool FM Live. Jeff Davenport and John Berger hanging out with you here tonight in Sierra Vista. Little breeze, negligible at best. The ball is snapped, wide receiver. Coming across. I believe that ball looked like it was tipped at the line. And it looks like either they're going to go for it or do a quick kick. Not sure which one.
Yeah.
They're looking to the sideline for instructions, but it'll be 4th and 14, 4th and 15. The first down marker is going to be at the 33-yard line, so they've got a ways to go.
The punter's number 14, so they are punting.
Les, a good call. Thank you, John. That is Deontay Echtenaw, who is going to be taking that snap, stepping up and booting that ball. If he gets a good roll, which he does, they pick it up just inside the 20-yard line. Now that coverage is able to get there. A great wrap-up and throwdown by John Kraus, the coach's son, number 52. He knew what to do.
Yep.
Wrap up and just throw him down.
You know, that was a really nice punt. We were watching him in just before the game, and he's getting better and better. You can actually watch him get better at what he's doing. He's doing all the kickoffs and the punts, and he's never played tackle football before. So getting in here and big kicking it, that's a pretty cool way to do things.
Absolutely. You know, having a good kicker on your team is something that is tough to find at the high school level.
Oh,
and
totally.
being able to utilize that skill set is something that is necessary for football. It is 1/3 of the game, offense, defense, special teams. You got to have all three phases working well. And so far, the phases are working well for Paradise Valley as they have 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. They lead 8-0. Quarterback under center takes the snap, but nothing there for the running back this time. It'll be a loss of at least 2 yards. Great job. I want to say that was number 10, I believe, who I do not have the information for. On my sheet, there is no number 10, so I'll have to get that updated from the athletic director. Next time I talk to Jeff Baker, the athletic director at ALA, I will make sure to get the INFO, get the 411
Right.
on who is number 10. So a loss of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Ball at the 25-yard line of Paradise Valley as they are on offense. And again, this is what we've seen happen is ALA making the adjustments based on the opening drive. Handoff around the side, and again holding on for the big tackle. Logan Meyer makes that beautiful tackle coming up from the linebacker position.
That was a great play. He wrapped up and brought him down.
A gain of none will make it 3rd and 13.
Wrapping up's pretty hard when you're young. You don't have the grip strength for a lot of, you gain that as you get older, but grip strength really when you're tackling is hard to come by.
As the play gets run in for Paradise Valley, it is a 3rd and long that they're going to be facing. They haven't faced a 3rd down since they were on the goal line and ended up scoring on 3rd and goal to give them the 8-0 lead that they currently have here in the first quarter of this fall break week game. Quarterback drops back, rushed out to his right hand. Can he get around the defense again? He does it again.
He is so fast.
Finding the seam around the edge and cutting upfield for a big 3rd and 13, 1st down plus a few yards. Ball will be spotted at the 43-yard line. A huge 1st down for Paradise Valley. Their quarterback putting in the work, John.
Oh, for sure. He isn't a tall guy, but man, I'll tell you, he's quick and he's fast. So he's got that horizontal movement and he's got that first step and everything. He's
the extra
fast guy.
gear, definitely he needed it because he was being chased down from behind, and he needed that extra gear in order to get around that edge, and boy, did he ever.
And he's not taking much contact. He's getting out of bounds.
And he's back under center at 1st and 10 as Paradise Valley has their 8-0 lead. And the ball, hand off to the running back who scoots through, gets about a gain of 5, almost to midfield, just shy of midfield. Ball will be spotted right around that 49-yard line, 48.5-yard line.
They had 2 free rushers from the right side, but they took the play from our right side, and it went to their right side, so to the left side. But yeah, it was just a cat and mouse game. Came from the wrong side. That would have been, if they run right into that would have been stopped for a loss of 3. Easily.
So good hard yards being gained and good job by the defense to stop them before another 1st down. We'll see what they're able to do here as it's 2nd and 5 for Paradise Valley.
Well, the difference in the game right now is that quarterback's legs. He's saved them every time that there's been a 3rd down.
Backs up and scoots around to his left side, using his legs. A block by the wide receiver. Lets him go all the way. Touchdown, Paradise Valley. They jump out to a 14-0 lead here against American Leadership Academy Guardians. Wow, talk about putting on the Jets, John.
Yeah, that guy is fast. Like I said, he did that. So he did a fake handoff to the right side and then bootlegged off to the left side, and there just wasn't anybody left on that side.
Yeah,
so
just incredible speed, and again, it shows the blocking ability as well of that offensive line.
Yeah.
For Paradise Valley.
Yeah, they walled him off. They got a man downfield, and then they walled off the linebacker and the safety, and nobody was coming back. So you run all the receivers to the opposite side, and then the quarterback went to the back side, out the back door, basically.
Well, and the goal of 8-man football, you make one man miss. All you got in front of you is green grass, and that is exactly what Paradise Valley had. As they go for 2, handoff around that side and into the far pylon.
Man.
It is 16-0 Paradise Valley. The 0-4 team jumping out to a 2-score lead here in this first quarter. Of course, our coverage brought to you by our fantastic sponsors, Grasshopper Landscaping, where you will always find quality from the ground up for all of your landscaping needs, serving all of Cochise County. Visit them on Facebook and learn more on their website. And if you want your grass looking like this grass on Keith Hampton Memorial Field, which is artificial, they do artificial grass as well. I got it in my backyard. I tell the joke and tell the story all the time how Damon Trejo, one of my greatest friends, who is the owner of Grasshopper Landscaping, he said, actually it was his wife Marie who said, Jeff, most people get grass for their dog. You're the only person who I know got a dog for their grass, and that is correct. Harley Doodleson Davenport has his grass on Instagram. Harley Doodleson Davenport. Haven't posted anything on Instagram recently. Need to make sure we update his content. Get working on that. But contact Grasshopper Landscaping. As the fall will be setting in sometime soon.
Oh,
I believe the temperatures will be turning down a little bit later on this weekend and early next week. But thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping. Thank you also to Ginger's Title Services in Sierra Vista. They can do everything the DMV does, but you will leave with a smile. Jennifer and her staff are absolutely fantastic, and we're grateful for them being a sponsor. And they're now open on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 999 East Fry Boulevard. With a 16-0 lead, 2 touchdowns, 2 extra conversions, 2-point conversions, the Paradise Valley Christian Preparatory Academy has a 2-score lead over the 2-2 ALA Guardians, who will be receiving the ball. Remember, ALA deferred in the first half, so they will receive the second half. I know we're only in the first quarter here. We don't know what the time is, how much time is left, simply because there is no clock. Estiante taking the ball all the way up to about the 38-yard line. And that is where the ball will be spotted for the ALA offense to come onto the field and try to make something happen, get positive yards. They had a good first down run on their first series, and then it was just moving backwards from there.
Yeah.
And Paradise Valley was able to capitalize on that. My friend Merrill Branch is the head official of this game, wearing the white hat. No flags so far in this game. I just realized that we haven't heard from Merrill, who is a member of the Native Game Night universe.
So no pass interferences like the last game.
My gosh, you're right. That happened all the time. We got 3 split to the far side.
Wow.
1 behind the quarterback. 1 in motion. They're going to throw a flag on that because I believe the 1 in motion ended up cutting up before that ball was snapped. It's going to be a false start. We jinxed it, John. We did exactly what these professional broadcasters do. They say something, and then all of a sudden, this hasn't happened all game, and then all of a sudden it happens. This field goal kicker hasn't missed in 17 years. All of a sudden he shanks one. It's the same thing. So it will be a false start or illegal motion. So that will be all for naught. They'll back it up 5. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Guardians. Thanks so much for watching this coverage. I know Sheriff Mark wanted to be here for this game.
Yeah.
He's a great tag team partner when it comes to broadcasting, as I've done that with him for 6 years. So.
You guys are awesome together. That's a lot of fun to listen to. Anytime we get Sheriff Mark, I'm happy, though.
And it's an election year, so he has to make these.
Oh yeah, all this is political, huh? No, he's legit.
He actually is the American Leadership Academy coach. He's helping coach soccer and wrestling this season for ALA. So he is not just a fan, he is also a coach of the American Leadership Academy. 1st and 15, tossing it.
Got him!
Deontay, wide open, taking the run and going all the way. No flags. ALA scores. 62. Yes, a 62-yard touchdown reception by Deontay puts ALA on the board.
They used that nice motion again to get him open. It was the exact same motion that they used, and he nearly jumped out, nearly had that forward motion again. I was like, wait, crossing my fingers.
Thank goodness. Yeah, he waited until that ball was snapped before making that dive, getting into his route. And they will go for 2 to cut the lead in half. It is currently 16-6, but ALA will go for 2. Leave some love in the live chat if you are an ALA fan, as they just scored a big-time touchdown, 62 yards. Give Deontay a break.
High formation. Ooh, tush pushing.
Yep, scooching up. No, they're going to run it around the edge. They seal it. Do they seal the edge? Just enough to get it in for 2. And the lead is cut in half. ALA scores the 2-point conversion and makes the score 16-8. As they prepare to kick off, we will say thank you once again to our fantastic sponsors. Thank you so much to the Sierra Vista Medical Group. When you experience illness or injury, the doctors, nurses, and caregivers at the Sierra Vista Medical Group are dedicated getting you back to the community you love. Contact one of their providers today online at svmedicalgroup.org. And thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our area since 1963. That is over 60 years, right? Does that math check out?
Oh yeah, more than 60 years.
Over 60 years in our area. We are grateful for Barnett's Towing and Propane. You see all of their big old trucks and big old rigs all around town, helping people out. And for all your towing or propane needs, contact our good friends over at Barnett's. You can see all of the sponsors in the post description. Please be sure to scroll through, and if you have a second, to go to their Facebook pages, send them some love, and let them know, give them a follow, and let them know, send them a message by saying, hey, we're grateful that you are helping cover the video broadcast, the live stream coverage on the newly blue checkmark authenticated Cool FM Live. The blue checkmark is finally there, and that is a huge relief for the founder of Cool FM Live, Todd Ryan. And congratulations to Todd and the entire team on getting that. You know, when you have 36,000 followers, you just expect you'd get a blue checkmark. No, they still have to work for it. That kickoff gets by the back receiver who picked it up at the 15. He's got some daylight. Bad angles. Trying to cut him off and force him out of bounds. They can't yet. Just shy of midfield. The runner finally gets forced out of bounds, but Paradise Valley will start with great field position on this drive here in this first quarter. We've got to be coming close to the end of the first quarter because there's been a lot of movement, a lot of runs.
Oh, yeah.
And I would assume we're close to the end, but there's been a lot of scoring as well, as Paradise Valley has that 8-point lead, 16-8. And they will have the ball with the nose of the ball literally right on the paint of midfield.
That was a great kick return. That was so he broke probably 3 tackles.
Easily.
Oh, we're in the second quarter.
Oh, we are? Oh, gosh, I didn't even notice.
I did not notice either. That was my fault.
Thankfully, we're in the second quarter. I was going to say, how long are these quarters? But either way, that clock is ticking here in the second quarter as we tick down toward halftime. Beautiful tackle. Again by number 10, who is not on my list.
It's a good tackle, though. He's wrapping up. That's the second tackle for a loss, actually. Oh, no, I guess that was a game.
Looks like they got a yard.
Okay.
But he was right there to pull him down.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 9, ball just inside ALA territory as Paradise Valley has the ball with an 8-point lead here in the second quarter.
very rarely that, I mean, you got to consider that a success. Anytime you hold a play to 2 yards or less, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
All right, the linemen are trying to come up with something tricky. What's going on here? This is going to be one of those funky plays where they hand the ball back to the center.
Find out. Quarterback under center on 2nd and 9.
Oh, he's back throwing. He's
looking to throw, rolling to his left, and of course he just takes off.
Golly.
And if he stays in bounds, my goodness, that would have been off to the races down that sideline, but they force him out, not before he gets a big first down, moving the ball to about the 38-yard line for Paradise Valley. That leads 16-8 here in the second quarter.
The weather is perfect for sports tonight. It's a little bit cool. It finally brought it down a little bit, and the breeze is nice. It looks like ocean air, under the lights.
That's just dust.
I know.
That's just dirt, John.
But I like to
that's
think...
killing our allergies, John.
That's the reason why I can't breathe at night. But it looks pretty, so...
It does. It has a nice glow to it. Pretty soon the bugs will be up in there, and then the glow will be gone.
Yeah. So... Oh, here we go.
So at the 38-yard line, it's 1st and 10 for Paradise Valley.
And they've been running the ball really well.
Well, when you got a quarterback who can outrun just about anybody, that certainly helps. Quarterback again under center. Receiver in motion. He's the one who takes the handoff on the left-hand side. One block and daylight.
Oh, my gosh. I don't think that they knew he had the ball.
No.
I think he kept the quarterback did a handoff and then kept moving as if he still had the ball, and I think that that misdirection play went for a touchdown. Clearly,
an 0-4 team out to a 22-8 lead here in the first half, and they will line up to go for 2. These chunk plays being given up by the ALA defense, not good for this team. It's going to have to be a comeback effort for them, and the defense is going to have to figure out an answer to these chunk plays.
Paradise Valley isn't throwing the ball. They've run the ball nearly every play, and they've been really, really good at it.
Even when they look to throw the ball, they still tuck it and run.
Yep. That quarterback boots out, doesn't see the receiver, and he just goes.
So the quarterback will be back under center.
Ooh, number 20.
No, backs up. There was some motion in the backfield, and they're going to say offside against ALA, so that'll put it halfway toward half the distance to the goal, so they'll put it at the 1. A big step there by the official to mark that off. But again, the motion in the backfield was what caused ALA's linemen to jump. And that makes it a little bit closer for Paradise Valley on the cusp of a 24-8 lead. They lead 22-8 at the moment. The quarterback, again, motion moving over to that left-hand side.
That's got to be an illegal formation. No, they've got their...
Again, it's 8-man, and whoever's on the line ends up balancing it out. The handoff to number 7, who is in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It is 24-8. Paradise Valley, the 0-4 team, coming down, making that 3+ hour drive from the Valley of the Sun, putting on a clinic. Putting a hurt on ALA, sitting at 500, looking to get above 500.
And they've got plenty of time, but man, this Paradise Valley is looking really strong with that running game. The quick quarterback, their running backs are really tough, and they've got big guys that are running the ball. And I kind of wonder what kind of defense you could put down to stop the run at this point.
That's obviously the passing defense is locking down.
Sure.
So it comes down to the linebackers and whoever's eyeing the quarterback. Whoever is the shadow of the quarterback. Usually it's a middle linebacker or an outside linebacker that ends up shadowing a quarterback, or a free safety perhaps.
Sure.
But again, in 8-man football, all you got to do is make one man miss. And you are off on nothing but green grass ahead of you. There's short kick. That'll get caught at about the 26-yard line. Heads over to the near side, finding a hole, pushing his own player out of the way, still driving his feet, and getting to the 49-yard line is big number 14, Deontay.
Wow, he's getting a lot of run tonight.
You can't spell Deontay without A-L-A. I guess you sort of can. But.
You can, but that's okay. I love it.
Well, that puts this team in good position, and here's why it's good position. You're saying, Jeff, they're down 24-8. Why is this a good thing? If they can score here and hold Paradise Valley to the end of halftime, or to the end of the first half, they get the ball at the start of the second half.
Yep.
They can actually make this a 16-point swing.
Yep.
If they score on this drive. That is starting from their own 49-yard line. Quarterback under center, the I formation. Hands off to the tailback. Sees some room, some daylight. Off to the races. Number 3, Michael Trujillo. Again, scoring a 51-yard run for the young man, for the Guardians. And they get 6 more on the board. And there's going to be a flag for celebration. Excessive celebration, perhaps.
Yeah, hopefully not, but it looks like it is. You know, that's that thing. If you haven't played football before, sometimes if you haven't scored a touchdown, you get a little excited. If you've never been there before, my coach always said, act like you've been there before, stop celebrating, and he would take us out of the game if we did anything like that. But we also had, I don't know, we had like 50 or 60 kids on the varsity team, too.
It is an unsportsmanlike conduct that should be assessed on the kickoff. The cheerleaders are doing their cartwheels in front of us.
Yeah, there's a lot of flips. We got to get some of these girls out there playing football, man. That's some
just
agility.
like Korean.
Yeah. All right. So are they going to run or are they going to pass? I'm expecting a run.
I'm expecting a run as well.
Yeah.
We'll see as they line up for the 2-point conversion to cut the lead to 8. The lead is currently 10. Lee in shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands off. Finds the room. Up the middle. Does Trujillo. And get 2 more points on the board for ALA. And they now cut the lead to 8.
Wow.
Just before the end of this first half, ALA, quicker than a hiccup, thanks to the legs of Michael Trujillo and a 51-yard scramble to the house.
Both teams are scoring on big chunk plays, except for, you know, there's one that went for a short. But most
goal
of these,
line, yeah.
But all the rest of these have had huge, every one of the drives has had to play over 20 yards.
High-scoring game here, but that's what you expect in 8-man football.
That's why it's so much fun. That's why these stands have so many people in them.
On fall break, nonetheless. I mean, there's people out of town. There's families who aren't here. Who want to be here. They're watching us live right now, John, which is great. Leave us some love in the live chat for the big ALA score there to cut it to 8 here right before halftime. Not sure how many minutes are left before this half comes to an end, but like I said, if they can hold Paradise Valley, this means, and they assessed it on the kickoff. Wow. Yeah. So they're kicking off from the 25 because of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So the receiver is back at the 35-yard line. I'm hoping that Deontay will just let this thing fly. Boom. Gets a good kick. And it does get past him again, but he'd be able to pick up at the 28-yard line. Good coverage and good swarm tackling. Stops that player right around the 43-yard line. And that is where Paradise Valley will start this drive. If ALA can hold, remember, ALA will be receiving the second half kickoff. So they could make this a 16-point swing as long as this defense can hold. And who knows, if they can get a turnover and they could tie this game before the end of the half, we would appreciate that as well. There's several ways they can do this, John.
Neither team has been stopped yet, so we're waiting for they've got them down to third down. Oh, no, we did punt the one time. ALA did punt that one time, but Paradise Valley has not been stopped. So hopefully they can figure out this running game and just stuff them one of these times. It looks like they're going to run again.
They've got two receivers split to the left on the far side of the screen. Running back right behind the center, or right behind the quarterback who's under center. Hands off to the running back. Looks like he's got a little bit of room there, but gets chased down after about a gain of 3, possibly 4.
Oh.
And they call timeout. Does ALA. So ALA calls the timeout in the hopes that that will stop the clock and give them time to get the ball back before the end of this first half. I'm keeping an eye on head umpire, head referee, Merrill Branch, and seeing if he'll hold up some fingers saying how much time is left in the game. I gave him a shot. I told him I'd give him shout-outs during the game as I saw him as I was coming in.
He's a good guy. I've seen him do basketball too, I believe. And
yeah, he's done it all.
Yeah, he I want to say he's done some of those Cochise basketball games. We've seen him a bunch of times actually around. Yeah, he's a good dude. Very helpful.
Certainly a versatile official.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah. he is a corn-fed colossus himself. I think he almost makes head coach John Krause of ALA almost look small. Merrill is a big boy.
Yeah.
Merrill and his wife Jamie, again, longtime members of the Native Game Night universe, every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. at Native Grill and Wings. Coming up on our 9-year anniversary.
Dude.
The first Wednesday in November, just weeks away from the 9-year anniversary of every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. So make plans. Mark your calendar now to make plans. Reserve your seats now. It'll be a full house for sure, as it has been these past several weeks leading up to the big anniversary.
When it comes to entertainment in Sierra Vista, that's probably the top of the food chain as far as I'm concerned.
Well, nothing's lasted longer on such a consistent basis.
Right?
9 years every week, so
yeah.
I don't know, every Wednesday night. I think it'd be tough to find something that's lasted that long.
Yeah. Art in the Park was this week. Dude, I spent a bunch of money on both my parents this week.
Oh,
so.
Good deal. Getting them some Christmas gifts?
Well, birthdays. So
okay.
They just both had their birthdays. And I'll tell you this, man, they had some incredible art in the park this year. There was a 5-foot-tall Velociraptor someone walked out of there with. It was
made
copper.
of what? Oh, copper. Okay.
Yeah, it was so cool.
All right, so 2nd and 6 for Paradise Valley. They shift one of their tight ends. Boy, a lot of movement.
Yeah.
It's really well done. That offense for a 0-4 team. Can they stop him before he gets to the chains?
Oh,
they do.
Nice job.
3rd and 1. Did they call a timeout, though? No, they're letting the clock run. So it'll be 3rd and 1. As see John Krause calling out to his defense from the sideline, the head coach.
I'm guessing it's a bootleg. They love doing that fake dive up the middle and then running that guy on the bootleg.
Yeah, just do the edge. Yeah, run the edge. That's worked the entire game. I mean, running up the middle has worked as well,
for sure,
to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But it looks like maybe 3rd and a long third and 1.5.
Yeah.
As the ball spotted just inside ALA territory. Quarterback under center, you know what's coming. There it is, straight up the middle.
Wow, they got him.
I think they stopped him.
Oh, they did.
It will be 4th down.
Wow. Bend but don't break, baby.
Can ALA make this 4th down stand? The Guardians guarding the 47-yard line as if their defensive lives depended upon it.
And that's the way they've got to do it. They have a chance to tie the game in the first half, to take the lead in the second half. I mean, the turnaround right here could be amazing.
This is what we talked about. They need to hold this team. Receivers are split. Quarterback assessing the defense.
It's going to be
goes under center. They get up into the backfield, but not able to stop him before he slips through for a big first down. That moves the chains, but they're not calling timeout.
No.
There must be a lot of time left in this first half. I don't know. I see the head referee checking his watch.
Yeah.
Nobody calling timeout.
Nope.
So that moves the chains. The ball spotted at the 37-yard line of ALA as Paradise Valley is on the move. Again, an 0-4 team with nothing to lose.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, they're letting it all hang out. There haven't been any penalties. It's just been big play after big play.
And looking to add to their 24-16 lead before we end this first half. Man in motion on the far side. Receiver split to the near side. Fakes the ball. Gets around the edge. Great job hanging on. Michael Trujillo did it on offense a couple of times and now does it on defense, hanging onto that jersey just long enough to trip up the quarterback, where it will be 2nd down and 6. And now they're talking about maybe how much time is left. You see the officials there on the middle of the field at the 37-yard line. 33-yard line.
So Paradise Valley is rotating number 22 and number 15 as their quarterback. So 22 just had a run, and he's coming off the field. Number 15 was their tailback on the last 2 plays. So he's coming in at quarterback.
It is that versatility that we talked about over the course of this broadcast, that these players can add an extra dimension not only to their film tape that they can send on to colleges, but also to help their team in the here and now. Looking for their first victory is Paradise Valley Christian Preparatory Academy. 2nd down and 6 inside ALA territory. Some confusion on the defensive side for ALA. Before the snap, 2 in motion before the snap, and they hand off to the immediate back coming from the far side, is able to race out of bounds, and are they going to give him the first down? That's the question. It looks like they're right at the sticks.
Yeah, that's about as close.
And they do call it a first down. So clock stops by running out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a nice little play on. So he stops the clock and he gets the first down. It gives you a chance to kind of regroup, stop the clock, figure out what's going on. Man, more people are still showing up to the game.
Yeah, still filing on in. Remember, it's free admission. No admission charge here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. If you want to help come support local youth in our community, no better way to do that. As the Guardian cheerleaders getting this crowd pumped up because it is 1st and 10 for Paradise Valley. Quarterback, number 15 under center. Number 5 moves in motion from the near side to the far side in the slot position. They hand off, and still driving his legs, able to get something out of nothing. Gets a good hard 3 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 7 as the Merrill Branch checking his wrist one more time. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, that was my play. So ALA is getting a free blitzer on every other play, but what's happening is they're coming from the opposite side that they're running to. So whatever they're doing, the Paradise Valley is choosing to run away from the blitzer. I'm wondering if there's an audible coming on some of these plays, or if they're just check with me plays at the line of scrimmage.
Well, speaking of checking, it looks like the entire offense is going off to the far side there.
What is going on? They're just going to let the clock run out.
Are they?
Yeah, it's either a penalty or that's the half. What do you do?
I guess that is the half. Is it the half? Now we have questions. I have a question. I have questions,
They would
John.
normally, they would do something else if that was half. Right?
But if that is the case, or did they call timeout? They might have called timeout. Because if that was the case...
2-minute warning. That's what it was. He was counting down to 2-minute warning.
I didn't think high school had 2-minute warning.
I think it's only at the end of the 2nd and at the end of the 4th. Is there a 2-minute warning? Yeah.
Okay.
2-minute and 8-man. I know we cover so many sports.
Yeah, I mean most high schools don't have that 2-minute warning, or certain high school levels don't have it. But so the officials did their job to count down to that 2-minute warning, and Paradise Valley will pick up at the 24-yard line of American Leadership Academy. 2 minutes left in this first half. ALA down 24-16. Can their defense hold? Can they get a turnover? So far, clean football been played on both sides.
Yeah. One penalty throughout the entire game.
And that was just for illegal motion, so it's not like it was an egregious hit or a block in the back, a hold, nothing like that.
Very minor.
2nd and 7. Paradise Valley with the ball and the lead. 2 minutes to go in the half. Can the Guardian defense hold? Tight formation with only one wide receiver split.
Oh, he's got him!
In the backfield and pulling him down. John Kraus.
That's the young man that's been coming free on almost all the plays. I thought he was blitzing that last play. But great job. I don't know if he was playing defensive. Yeah, it looks like he's playing defensive.
Well, unfortunately, they're spotting the ball where the forward motion stopped because he went back into the 5 yards after that. Nonetheless, a loss, big loss on the play. It is 3rd and 13. Can the ALA defense hold?
Holding before half. I mean, like you were saying, they could tie up the game after half if they hold out.
On the first possession of the second half, which ALA will receive.
Number 15 and number 22 trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. And we've seen these 3rd and longs get eaten up.
Oh,
just
there it goes.
Like that. Can they contain? They do! And force him out of bounds.
Nice job.
Force him out of bounds. It'll be 4th down and about 4 yards.
Oh, he's such a fast quarterback.
How did he get? I thought he was out of bounds before that.
I know. Well, there's been a couple times where I've looked at him on the sideline and it looked like he was out of bounds, but like, we're not down there. It's hard to tell. But yeah, on his,
certainly when it's on the far side as well.
Yeah, it was on the far side. A lot of ALA fans still showing up. I think someone may have told some of these people that the game started at 7, unfortunately.
You know what? That could be the case. Most of these games do start at 7, but because it was fall break, they wanted the kids to come down a little early and start the game a little earlier than usual, which was good, which means they're going to get home earlier. Not just our team, obviously, the ALA Guardians, but this Paradise Valley team that has a very long drive ahead of them. Tonight, we want to make it feel longer with a loss. So, can ALA hold? 4th down. Less than 2 minutes to go before the half. Can they get the ball back?
Fake handoff.
Quarterback rolls.
Oh, he's so fast.
Got the first down.
Did he? Oh, my gosh.
By 1 yard.
He used all of the horizontal ability on that field to get to that first down.
Bad angles by the defense, not able to get at the correct angle to stop the quarterback with the legs. Somebody needs to keep their eyes on number 15 every single time. You know exactly what's going to happen.
The defensive line is getting into the backfield. This isn't a defensive line problem. You know, honestly, if the quarterback's running like that, you've got to use a safety to spy. A safety, or I mean anybody else.
The Buda Baker kind of position where
exactly. You can kind of keep an eye on the defensive back, but you're really watching the quarterback.
I say you make Michael Trujillo spy the quarterback the entire second half. That's all he needs to do because he is going to be in every single play. Under center, 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 15. The lead is 8 for Paradise Valley. A first throw of the game into the end zone.
Oh!
Not able to make the grab. Throwing off of his back legs, there was not enough mustard on the ball to get to the wide open receiver who had to come back to the ball. If he had caught that, he might have caught it at the 1 and then had to turn to get into the end zone. It's an incomplete pass. It will be 2nd and 10.
So he was backing up. Yeah, he had no power in that. That's such a hard place to be throwing from, is running backwards and trying to get momentum with that ball, trying to get
going backwards to his left. He's a right-handed quarterback, backing up to his left. They forced the quarterback the exact way that they should have, because that is the hardest thing to do, is roll to your left, throw to your right, or take a hard throw. A long throw, which is what they were looking for. They were going for everything on 1st and 10. It's 2nd and 10 now. One running back in the backfield. Receiver split to the right and left, backing up again and getting through. There's the spy coming up.
Nice.
No, got around him.
Oh, wow.
A touchdown saving tackle by Tim Lee. How much time is left in this first half? There's got to be.
And they didn't signal for the stop of clock
under
either.
a minute.
He is standing on that line like he went out of bounds, but.
And it is first and goal with the nose of the ball right at the 5-yard line. Oh my goodness.
I know, how dramatic. This could be the most important play of the game, you know. If they put up 2 touchdowns before half, that could be a really hard comeback in the second half.
Like I said, Michael Trujillo, being that spy, came up, just missed the tackle.
It was exactly the right guy to have on him, too. Put the fastest guy on the fastest guy. He's talking it over with...
Now number 22 is coming under center.
Yep.
First and goal from the 5. Paradise Valley looking to add to their 24-16 lead just before the half.
Wow! Number 52! Wow! He's pumped.
Sack by John Kraus. That sack brought to you by SSVEC. It's a Sulphur Springs Valley sack attack.
So did they call a timeout?
Yeah, they had to at that point.
Because
timeout because
ALA hasn't walked away.
The whistle blew. They did call timeout. Now ALA's coming over.
All right.
They're like, where are they going? Let's go. Now we're pumped up. A loss of 5 will make it second and goal from the 10. After this timeout.
Thank you, Ronell. Yeah, LJ's looking good. Some great players playing tonight. This is a lot of fun. Where else would you rather be? I don't know. I'd rather be watching football.
Hey,
So
man,
this is
hanging out with you.
Yeah,
Dude, it's always a good day.
Weather's great. Tons of people in the stands. The football's looking great. Man.
And again, 24-16. Trying to get another 16-point lead is Paradise Valley. Can they do that before the end of this half? If ALA holds, they will receive the second half kickoff and could tie this game. It is up to the ALA defense that has kind of been almost picked apart piece by piece on this drive that's taken well over 3 minutes of game time, probably 4 minutes of game time, starting around the midfield. And it is second and goal from the 10. Paradise Valley with a 24-16 lead, looking to add to it before the half. ALA defense needs to make the play, needs to stop this drive. Quarterback backs up, nobody's open, comes through the middle, around the side, 2 missed tackles, but being brought down again right at the 4.5 yard line.
He is squirrely. Man, he's like Kyler Murray.
Oh, but a holding call against Paradise Valley.
Wow.
Which will make it second and goal from the 20.
Yeah, got to take that one.
Absolutely. You want the yards.
Yep. Man, that pink flag, though, is not something I can see very well.
Yeah, it doesn't stand out very well, but I know that in October, a lot of the officials end up switching from the yellow flags to the pink flags for cancer awareness.
Sure. All right. Yeah, they're 2 stud players. Got to be number 15 and number 22.
Yeah, the 2 rotating quarterbacks for sure. They have been putting in the work in this game. They put up 24 points as we get ready to close out this first half of action here. It's taken about an hour of real time. Quarterback drops back, looking to pass, throws, and that is short because the receiver looked like he was running a different route. I saw Merrill, the head referee, hold up 2 fingers, so maybe 2 seconds to go.
Not much.
So the Guardians looking to hold. Third and goal from the 20. This should be the last play, barring a defensive penalty, the last play of the first half.
These kids are having a great time. I wish I'd tried 8-man football. I'd never even heard of this. Not until college I'd never heard of 8-man football.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting dynamic.
I love it.
Compared to the regular 11-man.
Yeah.
it is a very run and gun style, or can be.
Oh, yeah. Lots of big plays. You get your 2 or 3 best players on the field. You just chuck the ball to them all over the place.
So this should be the final play of the first half. Paradise Valley with a 24-16 lead. 3rd and goal from the 20 after the penalty backed it up.
Empty formation.
All players going to be going down. Quarterback will be throwing. Tossing.
Picked off! Wow!
Beautiful read by the defensive back on that side. Looking for the number. Was that number 8? I believe that was Jaden Davis. It's either Jaden Davis or Michael Trujillo. I think it was Davis on that side that made the play, and that takes us to half, John. It took an extra 10 minutes of real time for them to make that stop, but the first stop of the game gets a pick for ALA in the books. Not able to do anything with it as the first half comes to an end. ALA's defense holds, and the score remains Paradise Valley 24, ALA 16. Thank you so much to our sponsors who make this coverage possible. Copper Queen Community Hospital, SSVEC, Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, Grasshopper Landscaping, Ginger's Title Services, Sierra Vista Medical Group, and Barnett's Towing and Propane. You can see them all in the post description. Leave them some love in that live chat. Leave us some love in the live chat, and leave some love for the sponsors in the live chat. I see Logan Seeley. He's going out to go play some ball. Looks like some of the other kids from Berean are here. Head coach Jalen Hampton appears to be here as well.
You know, what else are you going to do on a Thursday night if you love football and you're local? I mean, this is where you should be if you're in Sierra Vista. That's what I think.
So Berean is dark tonight, obviously. I'll have a word with head coach Jalen.
For sure.
We're gonna have a halftime show from the ALA cheerleaders. Yeah, this is always fun. Look at that.
First year
halftime show.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, for sure.
Of course, I'm sure they'll be using music, which will be copyrighted, so I'll have to talk over it, which I apologize in advance, as they are in place, ready to go. Yeah. 24-16, the score here at the half, as we await the music to start for the Guardian cheerleaders that have been pumping up this crowd this entire evening thus far.
Maybe this is part of the routine, standing still.
It could be.
I think that's what my parents would have asked me to do if I was a child still. They're like,
well, they're doing. I think they're doing it very well. Here we go. Now the music starts.
All right. There they go. So this is cheerleading modern day. All right.
That's a combination of dance and cheer. I mean, they're able to do the cheers and then the dance routines. These are actually what you would see at like Sierra Vista Elite, one of the dance academies here in town.
I bet that they practice over there.
That would not surprise me. It is one of the top places to cheer for. As you see them all doing their flips in between.
Lots of flipping, man.
Yeah, great job. Very well done. Great routine. And that definitely looks like something that you would see at SV Elite. Better together, elite forever, as they say over there. I've emceed many events for them over the years. Many of their big showcases that they have, talking about, not where they talk about, but where they actually do routines that they're going to be taking on the road for competitions.
No kidding.
Which is actually rather fascinating to see. So we'll take a look at ALA as they're hanging out here on the sideline, on the bench. That is the ALA bench here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field.
I kind of like having this where you can actually see what's happening at halftime.
Yeah.
You know, like when I played football, we had this huge locker room. We'd go in there and we'd get screamed at. No matter how well we were doing, we were going to get screamed at by our defensive coach, Coach Boyle. Coach Boyle and Coach Thompson always had something to say. Offensive coaches were pretty chill.
What are they saying now?
Oh, I don't know. Like, these guys are. I think he's talking to the linemen right now.
No, I'm saying, what are your old coaches saying right now?
Oh God, how awful I was! Probably. I was not a.
I doubt that.
I was not a well-behaved student. I was only a football player. I had no reason to go to school other than to play football. But that's how I graduated and how I got a college degree, and the rest is history. Yeah, football takes you places, man. It takes you to other countries. It takes you to other cities and states. And the funny thing was I was thinking about like some of the most heartbreaking losses of my entire life. And I think of them with a smile. Like at the time, I remember crying at one of the games. When I was in 8th grade. We lost just a double overtime chiller. And I cried on the way home. And I just think back now and I'm like, how incredibly tight that game was, going to 2 overtimes. Or when I was a freshman, our seniors went to quadruple overtime.
Whoa.
Yeah, talk about, like, that game didn't end until almost midnight.
Wow.
And those guys, like, they said that they slept all weekend long.
Yeah.
And
They
so
gotta be completely exhausted.
yeah, and I was a freshman, so like I went to the dance afterwards, and they were just pretty much dragging the football players out on the dance floor, and they just walked back out. But yeah, back in those days, man. Back when you had a basketball court right next to the football field.
Well, I got my old teammate here, Mike Patrick, next to me from Buena High School class of 1994. And I'll tell you what, I don't even remember our senior year. I don't remember.
How was he a wide receiver? This guy's a monster.
He was a superstar wide receiver, by the way. Not
Was
just
he
a wide
200
receiver.
pounds?
He was an all-conference wide receiver. And on our junior year, the number 2 ranked offense in the 5A South, where we were racking up 35 points a game. Unfortunately, our defense sucked and gave up like 40 points a game. So we had a 2-8 record that year. That was Larry Woldridge's last year. I see Coach Woldridge every now and then, and he comes to trivia night, and I saw him over at Thunder Mountain Church a couple weeks ago.
Cool.
And but yeah, Mikey and I, playing way back when, and then going to state our senior year. That was
no
something,
kidding.
and I don't remember a single game. I don't remember anything. I have Brad. Whenever Brad Brandon comes to town, maybe he'll be watching this because Brad's kids are playing tonight. He texted me right before I came over here, and Brad, I told him the next time you're coming here, we're going through the whole season. I want to, because he remembers everything. Like he remembers like down distance plays. Like Chucky remembers everything too. They got these wicked memories. I'm like, I don't remember anything.
Head injuries, man. Some people get them and some people don't.
I got my bell rung way too many times. My eggs were scrambled so many times. All because of Brad Branning. Our freshman year, I tell the joke. I got to tell this joke to his kids, where my freshman year was my first time playing football ever. I didn't know what I was doing. Even as a senior, I still didn't know what I was doing. Thankfully, I was a starter and I was okay at what I did, but I didn't know what I was doing. And Brad went down the line our freshman year and started headbutting us, like, let's go for the very first game. And I told his kids, your dad came down, headbutted me my freshman year, and that is the last thing I remember from my freshman season. Which is almost true. He headbutted me so hard. I think he headbutted me in the next week. I don't know what happened there, but Brad was a big beefy boy himself, and went on to do some damage at Delta State. Unfortunately, some leg injuries caused him to not even be able to play a down of college football. But Mikey and I were both fortunate to be able to play college football. I look at me, I know that I was certainly not the best player out there. I mean, Mike was one of the best players out there. Brad was one of the best players out there. But Brad never got to play a single down because of his injuries. Mike got to play at Mesa, right? You're at Mesa Community College doing that. I was over at Sterling College, where Chucky's girls are right now playing softball. Yeah, he brought me back some Warrior swag. It was the coolest thing. I had it waiting for me. He must have stopped by my office and left it at my door. And I get there, and there's a Sterling Warriors thing right there, and I'm going, who would know that I went to Sterling? And then Chucky, I get this text message from him. He's like, hey, did you get the thing at your door? I'm like, oh my gosh, of course that was you. How are the girls? He's like, they're doing great. It was really cool. Super, super fun. So just telling old war stories, talking about the good old days back in high school and being able to play in college. I mean, that's something that you're looking at. Some of these athletes, these student athletes will have that opportunity. I guarantee you, when they get there, they will be looked at. They will have good game film. And when you have a head coach who was a legit D1 player. He has some gravitas, some weight behind his name, behind his endorsement. And his endorsement could take these kids, maybe not to D1, but that's all right. Look, I played in a D3 school, so, but I still played college football. At the end of the day, that's what I can say.
If we had NIL back when we were playing, there's a chance that you develop it or don't get injured and then you transfer to another school, So I kind of see NIL as opening up a lot of football for people that at bigger schools that you wouldn't normally see, because people can transfer to schools. Like if you're at, let's say, San Diego State and you're a running back and not getting much playing time, but someone else at San Jose, San Diego, wherever, you're going off to their school, all of a sudden they lose a tailback and you're the one that's starting. I just really like the chances for people to be able to play all the time. So if you're not playing at one school, find a school that will play you.
I'm getting called out by Maddox down
I know.
here.
What's this kid
Maddox.
doing?
His mom is the head cheerleading coach at Buena High School, Stephanie Brown. And there's Maddox. Wave, Maddox, wave. There he is.
There he is.
His grandparents are Native Game Night Universe originals.
Wow.
George and Wheezy. They think they were there on the very first Native Game Night. I think they were there in the first month. I will give them the first month for sure. If they want to say the first ever Native Game Night on Wednesday, November 4th, 2015, I'll give them that. They deserve it. They're legit Native Game Night Hall of Famers. They actually have their Hall of Fame mugs.
Wow.
That Native Game Night Hall of Fame mugs that were made custom just for them.
Wow.
They were given that award, I think, 2 years ago. When we started doing the Hall of Fame, I thought, who will be the very first Native Game... We've been doing it for 7 years at that point. Who's going to be the very first Native Game Night Hall of Famer? It's going to be George and Wheezy. Yeah. It's going to be George and Louisa. The Laras, they are absolutely awesome and so supportive. And again, their daughter, Stephanie, and I got to MC their wedding reception, Stephanie's wedding reception to Matt. And so again, they're like my family. They're like my family that I've known for the better part of 9 years now, and always just so grateful to see the Lara family. And it is nice having little Maddox down there yelling at me. It's like I feel famous now. Now I know I'm famous when Maddox recognizes me from all the way down on the blue track where his mom is. And they might, maybe she's been helping with some of the cheer stuff for ALA as well. I'm not sure. I have to talk to her about that.
Well, I mean, you are the most famous person in Sierra Vista, so if there is one person for him to recognize,
as long as Sheriff Mark's not in the city, then I'll take that. But and when people think I'm Todd,
you're more famous than Todd.
Well,
I love Todd, but I mean,
Todd's our best friend. I mean, come on, man. Todd helped make me even more famous. He added to my lore, added to my mystique. As you see, the ALA Guardians doing their warm-ups here. Looks like we'll get that second half kickoff underway, hopefully in less than 5 minutes. The officials are back out on the field, and ALA will be receiving. They're down 24-16. They can bring it back and actually tie this game with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and it could be a 0-0 ball game. And ALA cracked the code on the defense on that last drive that stopped the Paradise Valley Christian Preparatory Academy and was able to get them to 4th and goal and stop them. Now they know how to crack that code. Can they do that the entire second half? Time will tell once we get this game kicked off. Thanks so much for listening to our little halftime show, talking, reminiscing, just shooting the breeze here with you. When among friends, I'm so grateful that Mike Patrick is still a part of my life. I'm grateful that Chuck Cunningham and Brad Branning are still a part of my life 30 years later. This is insane that, they're my brothers. They were my brothers back in high school, and they're my brothers today. Yeah. That's nuts. I mean, to be as old as I am and to still have friends from as long back and as far back as I can say that I had. And my life is fuller because of those friendships that were forged on a football field just like this one here in Sierra Vista. And hopefully these guys, 30 years down the line, hopefully these guys all right here will be able to say, that they're friends still to this day, 30 years from now. Hopefully they'll be able to make that.
The brotherhood of football.
I need to what? Yeah, I should. Exactly. Yeah, I need the telestrator. The Madden telestrator. Boom!
I think
Look,
we could
went
play-
here and pow!
If we had a Samsung phone, I love your iPhone, but those Samsung.
How dare you? How dare you say anything other than iPhone, John?
Right, there we go. See, that's the way to do it. So you can do like a telestrator.
The iPad does have a pen, doesn't it? I know the iPad has a little pen. It doesn't. Of course, it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't. Because it's iPhone.
Those notes, the Galaxy Note I had like the Note 2, and it was my favorite phone for so long. It was amazing. I had the Note 2, the Note 4, and then I moved on to an iPhone at some point.
Well, if you guys can activate the live chats, that will let people know that we are back to football. The second half kickoff brought to you by SSVEC, one of our many sponsors that you can see in the post description. As ALA will receive the ball down 24-16, a very clean first half. Can they keep it flag-free as possible?
Yeah. It's hard to do to play that kind of football, but everybody's been doing it so far.
Second half kickoff is underway as Deontay collects the ball right around the 22-yard line, goes to the near side.
Nice stiff
Still
arm.
on his feet, cutting
2,
back,
3.
cutting up, and going. We're going to get 6 on the opening kickoff of the second half.
Oh, man.
Leave some love in the live chat for big Deontay Ectonaw. No flags. 24-22. Just like that.
It was a total of 5 places where he made contact with defenders, and I'd say probably 3 or 4 of those were legit broken tackles where he's shoving people to the ground. Yeah. One huge stiff arm was the very first broken tackle, and then from there he just kind of just kept churning through people. Arm tackle after arm tackle. On kickoff, you cannot allow arm tackling, period.
No.
And that's how it worked out, unfortunately, for
Paradise Valley.
Yeah,
but ALA's
man.
benefit, they are going for 2 to tie this game at 24. The offense still discussing what they're going to do, as the offense thought they'd be starting around the 40 or 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Instead, they take it straight to the house. The second half opening kickoff.
It's a tie game right out of the halftime, just like you were saying.
Well, fingers crossed. Let's see. Back to pass. They throw to the end zone. Overthrown. Wow. Why would you throw the ball? The run game has been so effective.
Yeah.
So it is not a tie game. Unfortunately, the 2-point conversion is no good. So the score, as we are, 10 seconds into this second half here in the third quarter, is Paradise Valley 24, Berean 22.
Man, what a kick return. And he's a big kid, like he's got to be 6'2", 6'3". He's just churning.
Long legs, keep them driving.
Man. Now we got to see if he's got any hands. Get a deep ball to him somewhere.
Well, and he'll be the kickoff specialist as well.
All the special teams, all the kicking duties, and kick returning. Kick. That kid's a special teams ace.
Great job by Deontay. I need some ALA Guardians swag.
Dude, yeah.
Why have we not got free swag from them? Like our good friend Jalen Hampton, the head coach of Berean, sitting off to our left. I saw him there a few minutes ago. I don't know if he disappeared or if he's walking his kids around. Gets us some great Berean swag.
Oh, yeah.
The kickoff's snagged at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, no.
They were chasing the wrong guy.
Oh, no.
But fortunately, one man there, but a huge kickoff return by Paradise Valley sets them up. However, flag on the play, and it is holding against Paradise Valley. That will be coming back. Calling for the ball.
Your job.
You have one job. Stand right here with the ball. Hey, look.
Being a ball boy is not easy, my man.
It is not. You got to keep your eyes on the prize at all times, and that is the field of play. So they'll back the ball up and spot it just inside the 30-yard line. That is where Paradise Valley will take this first drive of the second half. They have a 2-point lead because of the missed 2-point conversion by American Leadership Academy Guardians, going for a pass instead of a run. I question that. I don't know why they decided to do that. They obviously want to try to do something different, but it just was not in the cards. So the quarterback under center. Receiver split to the near side. Running back takes the ball, literally takes the ball, but not going anywhere. Actually, a loss of 1 on the play. Good pursuit by the defense, but I believe the running back either went the wrong way or the quarterback turned the wrong way, because it was not a true handoff. It was literally like handing him instead of like tucking it into his chest as he's running opposite directions.
They've had 3 main ball carriers, so it's number 15, number 22, and number 5 just came off the field. Number 7 was the last person. That was his first carry or whatever that was, and you kind of just see that he's not very prepared for that. They're really only a 3-person offense right now.
Without a doubt. And again, they're 0-4. You're watching an 0-4 team who put up 24 points, 3 scores, and 3 2-point conversions in the first half. Nothing to lose, and that's how they're playing tonight.
They are so strong looking.
Receivers split to both sides, 2nd and 11. Paradise Valley, quarterback under center, receiver in motion going across. He'll take that. Oh, drops the handoff. The chance to get on it.
Wow. He got it, but barely.
Could have been the first big turnover of the game. No, it is a turnover.
Wow.
ALA got on the ball.
Man, that's one of those times where there's a dog pile for the ball and people just keep ripping at it.
That could have been the case.
I looked like Paradise Valley came away with the ball, but I think there was a little bit of a pile, and the ALA kids were just stronger.
Well, you didn't see who ended up coming out with that fumble, but nonetheless,
52.
52, of course, it's John Kraus.
Yeah, that kid's
ends
a
up coming
monster.
out with the ball.
He's in the backfield every play. They're not stopping him at all. And so this is a chance to take the lead out of halftime. I mean, we don't know how many minutes we were in, but not far.
1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line. Quarterback in shotgun looking, decides to run, finds some room up that right seam and the far sideline, and gets pushed out of bounds inside the 10.
Wow. Yeah, I think that was a drawn-up play.
Quarterback draw, yeah.
Yeah.
Design draw.
I saw a hole on the right side, and I was like, oh, wouldn't that be cool if he ran? And there he ran. I was like, oh, okay, that's design. It's not me just wishing things into existence. 1st and 10 from about the 5-yard line. 5 or 6.
Wow. And again, ALA looking to take their first lead in this game. Even a field goal would give them the lead at this point. They're only down by 2. It's 1st and goal. Ball spotted at the 6-yard line, splitting trips to the near side.
What formation is this? Shotgun. He's in shotgun pistol. Okay.
Deontay in motion. Now comes back, tries to cut up because...
Oh, he's on his feet still.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that'll be a loss of a couple on that play. Backing him up to about the 9-yard line.
Yeah.
That play was blown up at the very beginning.
I think they knew that was going to him. He's been carrying the ball very well.
Deontay gave the cut signal. I'm not sure if that means, hey, I'm not hurt, I'm okay.
No, I think he's tired. I think he's saying that I just returned a kick 80-something yards and you just gave me the ball again. My legs are a little bit jello-y.
No, these kids are too young to be tired. Come on.
The altitude training is kicking in.
Yeah, that could be it too. 2nd and goal from the 9. From the shotgun, backing up, looking, and a sack.
Yep.
Going down. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 10 when it was 1st and goal at the 6. ALA going the wrong way so far after this turnover. They need to capitalize on every single turnover.
Yep.
That's going to be something that's very important. And when you get a turnover in the red zone or right around the red zone, you need to make sure that you get some points off of it. Not that they couldn't put 3 through the uprights, I believe, in the leg of Deontay. But You'd rather see 6, if not 8, coming up on the board.
I think they're going to run the ball no matter what. I'm not expecting any kicking game right now.
Yeah, it's 4-down territory no matter what. Again, trips to the left. Well, we see the exact same play. There's Deontay in motion.
Ooh, the quarterback.
Chase down, gets the ball out, but a huge hit. Was that a complete pass, first of all?
I think it was.
He held on to the ball. That's a minor miracle. But, of course, when you got the hands of Michael Trujillo, that ball is going to stick in those hands and it is not going to come out. So it will be 4th and goal from the 9.
It's really, really hard to do a comeback route and then turn and go back towards the end zone. So he caught the ball coming back towards the quarterback, and then he had to stop and then try and go back towards the end zone.
The coverage was there. The coverage, he was not going to get past him unless he ducked or maybe juked a different way. But the play is what the play was, and now it is 4th and goal. Ball spotted, I want to say, around the 7 or 8 yard line. They've got to score. It's all or nothing.
Oh, shotgun.
Tossing the ball. Deontay makes the catch on 4th and goal. Lee hits him on the near side in the end zone. Adds 6 more to the total, and it is a 28 to 24 lead for ALA as they line up to go for 2.
So I believe in high school football, the most important route to learn between a quarterback and a receiver is the fade route, because what you're doing is you're putting the boundary, you're trying to play the boundary against the defender, so the defender can't get to the ball one way or the other. And if you learn to do that fade, it's a killer in high school football. You don't get tall wide receiver or cornerbacks very often that can defend against it.
Well, they're going to try it again here.
Oh my, again.
Looks like they're going to pass all the way, cutting across the middle. This time, Deontay, instead of the fade, comes through the center, catches it right across the goal line, and 2 more. It is 30 to 24. ALA with their first lead of the game. Leave them some love in the live chat.
He's putting a lot of points on the board tonight. Man, what a great game. And the stands, everybody's still here. Nobody's left. If anything, it's getting to be a bigger crowd. We highly recommend you come down if you're interested in live football.
Looking for something fun to do. 77 degrees. Feels a little bit cooler than that, but according to the iWatch, that's where we're at. And beautiful night for football. Completely clear skies. And ALA has their first lead of this game, where they were at one time down by 16. Has come back and then some. They will kick off. Thank you so much to our sponsors, the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty. Looking to buy or sell your home or land? Contact your real estate expert, Sherry Ethell, and her team at Long Realty. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, where Damon, Marie, the entire Trejo family will always make sure you have quality from the ground up. See all of our sponsors in the post description. Kickoff goes out of bounds. Wow, he kind of shanked that one. So flag on the play. The ball will be spotted, I believe, at the 35 or 40 yard line is where it will start on the out of bounds kick.
He has a bit of a toe punch.
Yes,
kicking.
it is not. Yeah, it's not that soccer bend it like Beckham side of your foot.
Yeah, so when you're toe punching, you get a ton of power out of it. But the problem is every once in a while they spin on you. They can curl so far to the left or to the right if you don't hit it dead down the middle.
It's got to be centered up.
Yeah, you can kick it out of the end zone if you toe punch it, but there is that chance it goes out at the 30.
So we'll see what this defense can do. The last time they faced, they ended up holding. So can they hold again?
22.
Actually, they caused the turnover, which is what happened last time. So, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 41. Fakes the handoff. That will be a hold.
Wow. Ooh.
The quarterback ran into his own player. The player was making the block, and the quarterback didn't read which way the block was going, but it doesn't matter.
No, so that corner was getting blocked, and he did a little bit of a shove right into the back, and it just tripped him up at that last. Oh, there's a penalty on the play,
Exactly.
too.
It's all coming back. There's a hold on the play.
Man. 1st and 20, not easy. But, you know, they've got that very fast number 15, and he's been able to...
We saw them get the 3rd and forevers during the entire first quarter and most of the second quarter. The Guardian cheerleaders doing their job, keeping this crowd pumped.
Those young ladies have all the energy in the world. They're doing a great job.
Very well coached. I mean, you can tell the discipline is there, even from the cheerleaders.
And they take it seriously. You don't see them staring in the stands or goofing off. Oh,
First and
number
20.
52!
Kraus! Again!
He had him by the back of his helmet. He didn't grab him by the helmet, but he had him. I don't know what you call this. He just kind of hooked him and pulled him down. What a great play.
No, it was a fantastic job adding to the loss. Now 2nd down and Cochise City.
Oh, man. Yeah, what are they going to do? They might as well punt right now. Holy smokes.
Well, let's not count the chickens before they hatch, but this is exactly the spot where the turnover ended up occurring.
Yep.
The last possession that Paradise Valley had. Can ALA get their hands on that ball to be able to knock it loose? What an amazing situation that would be. Instead, the defense has backed them up, and a penalty, and the defense has backed them up. Paradise Valley, receivers split. One in the backfield. Quarterback under center.
Let's go, D!
Now they hand off to number 5. Looking for a block, gets one. And then goes up that sideline, but waiting with open arms to make that tackle. Those were like the tackles I used to make. It's just let them try to run you over, and you just hold on to them, and then they go down.
Yeah. I mean, I've played a lot of defense, too, and getting drug around, that is kind of like what you learn to do until you start learning to pop people.
But sometimes you don't have time to do that. Like that play there, you just had to get in his way and get him out of bounds, and they did that excellently. It is going to be 3rd down, and let's see here, there's 10, 3rd down and 20 is what we're looking at. 3rd down and, I'd say 3rd down and 20. Again, no scoreboard here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field in Sierra Vista. There's a board that's showing the score, but it's not a scoreboard in the traditional sense with the showing you what quarter and how much time is left. So we don't have the exact time, but I can tell you ALA is in the lead for the first time, 30-24, and their defense has backed up Paradise Valley to 3rd and 20.
Yeah, they got the safety way, way, way back there. Oh, did he get him? Yeah!
Are you kidding me? All John Kraus, all day long. That defensive lineman is making a statement tonight.
I didn't know where the ball was. And he just went back there and smashed the kid.
Thank goodness he did, John. I mean, you might not have known, but good thing he did. What's up, Jared? Is here as well. Talking about brothers in battle. Jared Young hanging out here, the athletic director for the Lehman Academy here in Sierra Vista. Go Royals. As we watch ALA's defense, they've got a kick, right? I mean, or do they just want to
4th and
or they want to
38?
get that again? We've seen them get some crazy runs.
Yeah.
It is 4th down in Whetstone now. It was 3rd in Cochise City. Now it's 4th in Whetstone. And the way they're lined up.
Yeah, they've got to throw.
They are going to throw. Kraus coming after him.
Oh, my gosh.
Gets him from behind on the jersey.
Wow.
Throws him down with authority. ALA will have the ball inside the SSVEC red zone.
Wow. Turnover on downs. Huge. Right.
That was a wild play. Kraus is responsible for 3 straight tackles for losses, including the crucial 4th down play, which turns the ball over to the ALA offense looking to add to their 30-24 lead here in the third quarter.
That young man's been living in their backfield.
The entire game.
Yeah, he has not been blocked.
But finally starting to really hang on and be that difference maker, because at one point in time, Paradise Valley was up by 16.
Huge turnaround.
What a difference a half can make. Thank you for the love in the live chat. That always activates it and lets people know that we are live here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field in Sierra Vista as the ALA Guardians with a 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line from the gun. Moving in motion. Draw! Quarterback draw, and getting wrangled down right at the 12-yard line is number 1, Tim Lee.
Breaking tackles in the backfield. What a great job.
Trying to get his helmet back on straight because it got twisted up as he was pulled down by his shoulder pads, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe the top part of the jersey. Either way.
Let's go, TJ. Back it up. Back it up.
It'll be 2nd down at about 4. Maybe a long 3.
Now this is a close game. This is the kind of game that we've been looking forward to all season.
Certainly not a blowout by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
But it could turn into that quickly if ALA has their way. Merrill Branch, the head official, blowing the whistle. And, that's the end of the third quarter. So, we end the third quarter, and we will take it to the fourth as we flip the field. ALA leads 30-24. Thank you so much to Ginger's Title Services in Sierra Vista, where you can get everything done that the DMV does. Title, license, registration, so much more. Look for the pink door on the west side of the complex at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Open Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. They will always let you leave with a smile on your face. We love Jennifer and her entire staff at Ginger's and the work that they do. When you experience an illness or injury, Sierra Vista Medical Group is here for you. They are dedicated to helping you live your healthiest life and dedicated to helping you get back to the community you love. For all of the details, visit svmedicalgroup.org or call them. Their number is in the post description. Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our area since 1963. Thank you also to Copper Queen Community Hospital, with locations in Bisbee, Douglas, and Palominas. And don't forget the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In on Wednesdays. Before you head to Native Game Night every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. at Native Grill and Wings. Shameless plug. Stop by Sonic for the kids' meal. Only $2.49, no limit for Wacky Pack Wednesday. I think I might go by there and get some food before going to host the Arizona's #1 trivia night. But nonetheless, we are back to action here. We flip fields. We start the fourth quarter. ALA, the Guardians, looking to add to their 30-24 lead as we start the fourth. It is 2nd down. We'll just say 4. Looks like a very long 3, possibly 4. Ball spotted at the 11-yard line. Quarterback from the gun. Receiver split. One behind him.
He's calling an audible, it looks like.
Takes the snap. Looks to throw, goes out to his right, plenty of room! Finds!
Whoa!
No, they knocked him down!
No way!
At the half-yard line.
Oh, he just drilled their quarterback. It was quarterback on quarterback hit, man.
Wow, he ducked down.
Wow.
He gets up though, but he's certainly limping.
Yeah.
And you saw the respect that ALA had to actually they all dropped to the knee right away out of respect. That is something that is coached.
Yeah.
And you can have that coached in you to know right away when that player went down, they all took a knee. As 15, who has been a huge needle mover for Paradise Valley, has to come out of the game. He will get looked at by the trainer. And it is 1st and goal from the 2-inch line. I don't know how they did not give him. I mean, the official was right there.
It looked like a touchdown, but
the official's right there. They got a better view than we do.
Exactly. I'm not going to complain. That's That's one of my pet peeves.
But that run was glorious.
Oh my gosh!
By
He
Tim
ran
Lee.
right over him.
Tim Lee took that ball
like watching
like
Cam
he was running down to Sonic for Wacky Wednesday, Wacky Pack Wednesday.
Ooh, they
Oh, going
changed
up.
the formation.
You know what's going to happen here? The tush push.
They
And
got
they're
it.
pushing it. Salt and Pepper would be proud as they push it real good into the end zone for another 6. It's 36-24. I'm sorry, I'm old school like that. Come on, I'm old school. Great. Jared I popped Jared. That's all I wanted to do was just pop Jared. So as long as I pop Coach Young, everything is all good. He's like, why is Jeff talking about Salt and Pepper? Oh, look what he did. That's right. That's the kind of broadcasting you get.
Oh yeah, Cool FM baby, the coolest.
The worst ever. You just turn the volume off and just watch. I understand.
Oh, man.
But just make sure you check the post subscription, whatever you do, and thank the sponsors for making this coverage possible. But turn the volume off. I totally understand. I couldn't listen.
I'm enjoying it.
The cheerleaders doing their flips in front of us. The crowd giving them some love as ALA lines up for 2 to push the lead to 18. I'm sorry, 14. It's a 12-point lead right now, 36-24. Drops back to pass, and that gets knocked down, so it remains a 12-point lead. Here in the fourth quarter,
Wow.
ALA 36, Paradise Valley 24.
12-point lead.
Thank you again to our fantastic sponsors like Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, our #1 choice for pest control in Cochise County. They got a new office?
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He has a new Huachuca City location, new Huachuca City office. Congratulations to Big Mike out there at his new location. Again, veteran owned and operated. For your residential or commercial needs, your satisfaction is always guaranteed by Big Mike. I remember the first time I met Big Mike, I was calling a game with Todd out in St. David. We were doing a baseball game, and Big Mike was on his way through. And you never forget the first time you meet Big Mike.
Right.
That dude's just always got a smile on his face, and he is just and yeah, you can see that smile a mile away, and just one of the sweetest guys. And again, a veteran. We thank all of the veterans. If you served our armed forces or served in our armed forces or are currently serving, we thank you for your service. And Big Mike is one of those that we do thank for his service. And he's one of those people that makes your day brighter. You see him,
For sure.
and it puts a smile on your face. And he is one of those people that every time I get the opportunity to see him, I always shake his hand, give him a big old hug, and he asks me how I'm doing. And I love talking to Big Mike.
I work with him pretty regularly as far as in being a real estate agent.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, everybody loves working with him. It's not just real estate professionals. It's also the people that are getting their homes checked and you know, he's doing all these pest inspections. This is a really hard. Oh, they touched it. Oh, and it went out of bounds. So if
but
they
it's off
touched
of them though.
What?
But if they touched it, that shouldn't
oh,
be a
it
flag.
looked like he touched it. And maybe
If he did.
but he put a flag on it. So yeah, may not.
Yeah, but was it touched before it went out of bounds? We'll find out here in just a second. But again, thank you to Big Mike, and thank you to all those who serve our country. I'm the proud son of a retired Army Lieutenant Colonel, and grateful for all who serve or have served.
I remember Lieutenant Colonel Davin.
Back in the day.
Man, I remember all those.
See, you remember all that stuff too. We need to get together and just go over all these. My senior year, if you remember all those games, I was gonna have Brad go through it with me, you know, game by game. The next time. Hey man, that was the greatest. That was. Hey.
South Point comeback.
Well, yeah.
That was one of the greatest. Beat South Point. I think that's the last time we beat South Point. Seriously.
That's crazy.
1994.
That's crazy.
22 under center.
It was a great feeling to go to state. Certainly not necessarily in that game, but so down by 12. Paradise Valley puts it up in the air and they come down with it. The defense was all around. There was 3 Guardians in the area that could have just turned, looked, and found the ball in the air. Instead, they were playing the player instead of the ball. And that is a huge first down for Paradise Valley. Moving in to ALA territory, John.
If ALA had seen that ball, I think they would have picked it off because that was a really, really high and slow thrown ball. And that's one of those that you don't want to throw typically, but he did, and it completed it. That's hard to believe that they actually came away with that play.
And a timeout called, a quick timeout after that play called by Paradise Valley. So ALA's defense will have a chance to take a quick break. And thank you again to just check the sponsored list. You see them all there. I mean, they're all fantastic. We're grateful for Sherry Ethell and her team, Sherry and Dion, longtime friends, of Cool FM and all the stuff that they do on the channel.
Big supporters of Native Game Night. They love it there,
Supporters of
dude.
Native Game Night
They
as well.
love
Members
Game
of the
Night.
Native Game Night universe. I mean, we love seeing them on every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. at the Native Grill and Wings. Just stone's throw from here. You can almost see it here from Keith
so
Hampton
close.
Memorial Field. I have to go by and grab some
sign.
some wings.
Right there, the white one. Right.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Either way, we're grateful for the Sherry Ethell team. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, you will be grateful that you used the Sherry Ethell team at Long Realty. Big first down for Paradise Valley after the timeout. After the first down, the called timeout, the ball spotted at the ALA 42-yard line. A run around the near side. He ends up getting wrangled down, but not before a big gain of about 6 yards. Hard-earned yards on that play. And a player still down now gets up.
It's their third quarterback, number 7. He third quarterback to take a snap. They definitely believe in that quarterback rotation.
Well, it's been effective for them, especially over the course of that first half.
If you're going to be running your quarterback, you probably should have a rotation, honestly.
It makes sense, unless they're a super stud that can just go all night.
Yeah.
But but when you reach this altitude, that is something that you bring up all the time, John.
So hard.
You talk about the altitude difference from the Valley of the Sun, where this Paradise Valley Christian Preparatory Academy is located on that west side of the Phoenix Valley.
They tire out. Anybody from Tucson tires out faster than people that are natively here from Sierra Vista.
And they practice in these elevated conditions every single day. Second down and 4 for Paradise Valley. Quarterback coming up under center. Receiver in motion coming in from the far side. Looking to make that block for the quarterback. It was a designed run all the way, trying to slip through. Still driving his legs, but they make the stop. It will be third down.
He kept churning his legs. That's what you want to see out of a ball carrier. He didn't stop there, even though, there's a couple times where he probably could have.
Double deuce. Kept those 2 legs underneath him. Mm-hmm. Kept the motor running.
He's their strong running back. He's like the Thunder.
Not the speed one.
Yeah, Thunder and Lightning. He's the Thunder. Number 15 would be the Lightning. But man, you remember the combinations of Warwick Dunn and Mike Allstott and Tiki Barber.
Look at you with your obscure Tampa Bay Buccaneer references.
I can go through every team.
From 15 years ago.
I played so much Madden football that I know all the rosters from 20 years ago. It's weird.
Who's your quarterback?
Tampa Bay, what year?
Dilfer?
Trent Dilfer?
Dilfer.
Yeah, baby.
Third down and a long 2 for Paradise Valley. Oh
Wow.
my goodness. Quarterback took it right off the snap.
It looked like he was gonna, the play was going the one direction. He just took the ball and went right to that little gap on the left side.
He did. Gets the first down. Ball spotted at just inside the 30-yard line. So, on the near hash, in the fourth quarter, we don't know how much time is left. They're not calling a timeout, so there must be at least a handful of minutes, maybe a little less than that left in this game. There's no such thing as a 12-point play in high school 8-man Canyon Athletic Association football.
Right.
So they're going to have to hustle here in these last minutes, the waning minutes of this game, as we're in the fourth quarter, and Paradise Valley is down by 12. This is not the kind of drive you want. You don't want a long, sustained drive when you're going to need 2 drives just to try to take a lead.
All 3 of their main ball carriers just met up in the backfield right there. You got to wonder what the play is going to... Yeah, they went
5 and 7, yep. One receiver split to the left. Some motion from the right to the left. Takes the snap. Weird handoff.
Yep.
And 5 stays alive but gets out of bounds to stop the clock. So a gain of 1, possibly none. Actually, it looks like they might have lost something on that play. So maybe 2nd and 10.5.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out. Man, what a tough game.
Great pursuit by the defense, staying down that line and staying on their line. Because, again, the problem in the first half was the angles they were taking were not good angles. So head coach John Krause able to make that adjustment. And, again, ALA sitting at 2-2. They could go above 500 tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for their first year playing football, this is incredible, honestly.
Well, we talked to John Krause a couple of weeks ago. Had the pleasure of going to ALA. We ended up getting a tour of the facility, which is really neat. Of
cool.
their amazing school out there off of Buffalo Soldier Trail and Highway 92. It's a fantastic facility and it's growing. That's the cool part. Building their own football field, for crying out loud. Quarterback takes it on a draw around the end. Big hit by Deontay. What is the flag? That is the question. Deontay came up and talk about the thunder from that safety position. Well, the officials are discussing what the flag could be as the pink flag sits on this near sideline right at the 29-yard line. The 3 officials coming together. The 4th stays on the far sideline.
When you get hit like that, have you ever had your...
They pick it up. They're picking up the flag.
Oh, there we go. That makes sense. Have you ever it feels like you get your sinuses cleared, it makes your nose run really bad?
We've all had that, Jeff.
Yeah.
We're all football players. We've all had that happen to us.
I felt like that was only me because
No, we've all had that happen. And we've been able to lay that on someone.
Yeah.
And if you hit someone hard enough, you get some of those. My goodness gracious.
I swear, the only relief I had from, sinus infections was playing football and getting bloody noses. It was awful. I got a weird shaped head, so I get a lot of those.
Your head is beautifully shaped. You have a beautifully shaped dome. That gorgeous dome of yours, John Berger. It is 3rd and 10.
On the inside, it's all screwed up, I think.
ALA defense doing their job. But I don't know how much time is left. I see Merrill Branch checking his left wrist. He's got an eye on that clock. We are deep into the 4th quarter.
3rd and long.
Paradise Valley with the ball down by 12. In motion, coming in closer. They're going to have to make a throw. No, they decide to hand a weird handoff again, which takes extra time, which lets the defense swarm to the ball. They make the tackle in bounds, which means the clock is moving. It's 4th down, Paradise Valley. And timeout called. Right when I say the clock is moving.
Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Perfect.
That's right, Anthony. Yes, exactly. That's what I said, Anthony. That's a beautifully shaped head.
Just like an egg. Well, what else is going on? What's the score for the football game, Seahawks? 23-17, the Seahawks have come back.
Are you the Seahawks? I'm sorry, I still can't say their name.
The Seabarps?
The Seahawks. No, they can't. It won't come out of my mouth. Other things will come out of my mouth if I say the word Seahawks.
Man, I'm telling you,
threw up in my mouth.
Gino is a clutch player. He's not the most clutch player, and I really like
both going on a short week too. I mean, that's tough. Coming off of losses.
And Mike McDonald, new head coach. I really like the way he's putting together the team. There's a chance that my 2 favorite teams could end up playing in the Super Bowl. That's my absolute wish. And I keep thinking about how I would.
The Cardinals and the Chiefs? Is that what you're saying, John?
Yeah. Chiefs and the Seahawks, baby.
Oh, gosh.
It's a possibility.
It could, yeah. No, it definitely could. Who would you root for in that case?
Chiefs.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah, Chiefs #1. I've always liked the Seahawks, but when I was a little kid, man, Derek Thomas, he was my favorite player.
We got the paparazzi above us.
Oh yeah.
We got the sky cam above us. 4th down. Here's where we pick it up.
2 wide receivers on that farm. What is he doing?
He backs up, throws, makes the pass, leaning forward. Did he get the first down? I believe the forward momentum got just enough. He needed 5.5. He got 6.
Oh, Incredible.
And that takes them just inside the red zone. But again, the defense making that stop in the field of play. The clock is moving.
Yep. And they're taking their time. I'm every time they take this much time to go to start the play, they're just hurting themselves. They're shooting themselves in the foot
Completely.
If you lose 30 seconds every play, like you're just running your clock off.
But again, when you're down by 12, you need 2 scores.
Yeah, you need an onside kick too.
And are they that confident in their onside kicking ability? Because that's what they're going to have to do should they score either a field goal or a touchdown.
Okay, there's a complicated play. He's going to fake a handoff to one side and go to the other is what I saw. Nope, maybe not.
Nope, handoff right up ahead. My goodness, players flying, bodies flying all over that field, including Michael Trujillo. Again, he is that spy from the safety position. He's the Buddha Baker of this team. Notice I'm using a modern day reference, John.
Oh, come on. That's no fun.
I'm not talking about Tiki Barber.
He was a great player in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Jerry, did you turn the lights off, man?
No.
Come on.
Timer
What, for 5 minutes to 8 o'clock? What's wrong with the timer? I know, yeah, it's not the
all right.
in front is fine.
Yeah, the field lights are good. It's just the lights that are shining on us here in the stands. So 2nd and 5.
John's head anymore.
Yeah. Hand off the left side.
Got to make that stop. Puts the head down.
Wow.
Makes the play, but it'll be 1st and goal for Paradise Valley. Again, no sense of urgency. The head referee checks his left wrist one more time, does it again as we march it on down.
When you see him clapping like that, he's like, the clock's still running. That's what I'm seeing him do. He may not be saying that, but that's the nonverbal body language that he's doing. He's like, dude, come on.
Now we are at 2 minutes.
2 minutes with 12 minutes.
No way. Our buddy is with ALA. That's
Mesa.
crazy.
Brand new school in Mesa.
That's crazy. Joe Germain, the Rose Bowl MVP for the Ohio State University, who did not complete one pass on my side of the field all night long in our state playoff game. Creighton had a bad day. I had a great day.
Run up the middle.
Now you ran a fake punt back all the way.
Wow.
I made that block. I was out there making that block, too. I got the block for him on that one play. But Joe Germain is now the head coach of the new ALA location in Mesa.
Yep.
That is amazing. Good for him. And makes perfect sense. Player goes down for Paradise Valley. So the players will take a knee.
Yeah, he's cramping hard. He got hit in the lower nethers.
Nether region.
He's
In the Netherland, is that what you're saying, John?
Yeah.
In the meantime, we'll pause and say thank you to our sponsors, of course, Copper Queen Community Hospital, SSVEC, the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, Grasshopper Landscaping, Ginger's Title Services in Sierra Vista as the player gets up. Number 22 is able to walk under his own power. Sierra Vista Medical Group and Barnett's Towing and Propane. Again, all of our sponsors you can see in the post description. The lead is 12 for ALA. They currently sit at 500, looking to go above 500 in their first year of existence as a football team here in the Canyon Athletic Association Division I, looking to get above 500 after being down by as many as 16 points in this game, had so many unanswered, and the defense stepped up in the second half to provide them with this 12-point lead, and they're looking to hold. It is 1st and goal for Paradise Valley as we are now under 2 minutes to go in this game, and they are going to have to, no matter how they score, whether it is by field goal, whether it is by touchdown and extra point or 2-point conversion, they will have to do an onside kick. And if they do not make that successful, or should the ALA defense hold, it's 2nd and goal, should the ALA defense hold, they will come away above 500. Great job.
Oh, ball's out.
Ball is on the ground. The second turnover of the game will be the nail in the coffin, as who else but number 52, John Kraus, wrangles up the ball.
You know, if you're picking player of the game, it's got to be him.
Without a doubt.
Holy smokes. Fumble recoveries, strip sacks,
tackles in the backfield, tackles for
losses.
loss, huge tackles for losses.
Yeah.
It is first down. ALA, they know victory formation should be coming. As we are under 2 minutes, they could just clock out the game.
Incredible. What a great night.
Congratulations to John Krause, where this team, again, down by 16 points, was able to make the comeback. They were playing the long game, running a marathon, not a sprint, and boy, they needed every single minute of that third quarter. And there is the first kneel down. 2 more, and this one is in the books. Head coach John Krause telling his players to line up for shaking hands at midfield on the sideline. They wait as the head official counting them down. Merrill Branch counting them down. They snap, take a knee. And I believe they might take... Do they need to take one more? No, they do not. They will let the clock expire. ALA wins the game 36-24 and moves to 3-2 in the Canyon Athletic Association Division I. In their first year of existence, ALA is above 500. You can see the excitement on the players' faces, even behind their helmets. Just past the 8 o'clock hour in Sierra Vista, Arizona. We want to thank you for watching this live coverage of the award-winning Cool FM Sports from Keith Hampton Memorial Field. On behalf of John Berger, Jared Young, all of our other friends here watching, guys, thank you so much.
Jeff, you're the best. Come on, you never say your own name.
Being a part of this is always a blast, and it's always a blast to see ALA put up their third win of the season. Thank you again for watching. On behalf of everybody else, it's Jeff Davenport wishing you a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Todd Ryan. Congratulations again to Cool FM being blue checkmark verified on Facebook and Instagram. And congratulations to the 3-2 ALA Guardians winning the game 36-24. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you again soon.